In marketing, as in any walk of life, you will face choices, deciding which door to open and, just as importantly, which doors to leave closed. The priority matrix is simply an Excel tool that will help you choose the right door to go through. It evaluates the markets you could focus on based on their attractiveness to you and your attractiveness to them, which sort of makes it like the Tinder of strategy tools. But this tool predates Tinder. In fact, it predates mobile phones. Its origins go back to the 1970s and the GE McKinsey matrix. But obviously, we're not here for a history lesson. So let's just look at what the tool does. Specifically, it plots your options or choices onto a two-dimensional matrix. The y-axis shows how attractive a market is to you, and the x-axis shows how good your offer is from the perspective of the customer, which is what I mean by how attractive they find you. Now, you can use this tool to evaluate product markets, customer markets, or end-use markets. For product markets, you could look at individual products in your portfolio, or more likely, product classes. So if you're an animal health pharmaceutical company, you could evaluate the markets for anti-infectives, parasiticides, neurological, hormonal, vaccine, and diagnostic products. And the same animal health company could evaluate customer markets, such as beef cattle, dairy cattle, pigs, poultry, sheep, and equine. End-use markets are when one single product can be used in different sectors. So, for example, a mobile technology company might target the plumbing sector, or the building maintenance, or industrial doors, or fire and security, or specialist cleaning, or plant hire. I'm going to cover how we plot this chart in the how-to video, obviously, but here I just want to look at the possible outcomes. When you've completed your evaluation, each market will be sized based on its relative market size. So the bigger the circle, the bigger the market. And each option will land on one of these 9 zones. The 3 zones in the top left are the attractive zones, markets where you should probably focus and invest some time and money. Now, these are markets where you're high on at least one dimension and you're no worse than medium on the other. The next level down are these 3 zones in the not really sure category. These are where you're high in one dimension but low in another, or you're medium on both dimensions. Now, in some cases, these sectors are worth pursuing, and in others, they're not. It all depends on how you see things changing in the future and what other choices you have in front of you. But typically, these sectors require a little bit more supporting evidence before you decide to focus on them. Now, the bottom right is pretty straightforward. These are the unattractive zones. You're low in at least one dimension and you're no better than medium in the other. These are rarely worth any increased focus or investment and are often maybe products or sectors that you should ignore altogether. So now we've got a good idea of what the tool shows you. Watch the how-to video where we'll explore how exactly you use the tool to plot it.